Let's meet the starting five for your Philadelphia 76ers. Starting at power forward, 6'5", number 16, Caitlin Arquette. The other forward, at 6'8", number 9, Kelly Oubre Jr. At shooting guard, at 6'8", number 8, Paul George. At guard, 6'3", number 0, Tyrese Maxey. At center, 7 foot, number 21.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Klay Thompson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now, look at Dallas' starting lineup. Irving on the wing along with Thompson. Anthony Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point for the 76ers. Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Paul George is out there with Maxey, and it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now here is Davis. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. George against Irving. Now, here is George. He's covered closely. It's rebounded by Dallas. And, guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
And who knows, if you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Embiid with a screen on Thompson. Oubre kicks to George. 6 to shoot. Pulls it up. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
Pass to Gafford. Now Davis. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
The first one falls. And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
He's perfect from the line this time.
I'm not sure we've seen someone like AD before. Super long, skilled, athletic. He's just a unique talent.
Maxey passes to Embiid. 76ers need to get off a shot. Maxey, no good.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Davis against Martin. Here's Dinwiddie. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Dallas again missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Martin, the pass to Oubre. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's George. That misses off the backboard.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
Back to Irving. The shot, no good. George with the defensive effort. Here's Maxey. And the rejection by Gafford. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Philadelphia. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
And right now for the 76ers, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And we keep waiting for them to turn it around. And waiting. And waiting. And at this point in time, I'm just going to say it's probably not going to happen.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
The 11-footer, Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 5.
Dinwiddie is creative in finding space in that mid-range and understands when he should look to fire.
Here's George. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly.
Oh,
yes!
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Dinwiddie passes to Davis. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Davis. 7 points for Spencer Dinwiddie. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Yabusele, he's checked in for Caleb Martin. Edwards comes in for Kelly Oubre, and Gordon subbed in for George.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. You have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. You have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Bounce pass Maxey, and it's Drummond with the jam.
When you defend Maxey in that action, you want to get the ball out of his hands, but Tyrese makes them pay.
Washington with the screen on Maxey. Now here's Hardy. He's covered by Maxey. And here's Hardy. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Sweet move. And it's laid in by Maxey. Maxey's got 5 points so far.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to Davis. Over Drummond. Nice shot from the wing.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Philadelphia.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got P.J. Washington. Also, Powell out there, and it's Irving in at the 1. Embiid. Embiid just overpowers the defense inside.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Tries the spin move. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Shooting for Dallas, Kyrie Irving. One shot.
One of the most creative guards that we have ever seen. Irving is just so unpredictable with the ball in his hands.
Embiid with a screen on Irving. Here's Lowry. Pass to Embiid. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lowry against Irving. From the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 6.
A capable shooter from distance. Give Kyrie space to fire, and he does not pass it up.
Gordon inside. Outside Edwards. Pass to Lowry. There's the screen from the wing. Here's Yabusele.
Crafty with the ball. Lowry calls for the pick and roll to open something up for his team.
Mavericks trail by 3. Irving kicks to Powell. Here's Grimes, defended by Gordon. The 3. Pass to Marshall. Fires the 3. The rebound by Yabusele. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the 76ers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And, you know, you have to feel terrible about how that thing turned out. I mean, the game was really going about as expected until they just gave up that huge surge there late in the game, totally lost momentum, and ended up losing that.
Here's Irving. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Kyrie has the ability to finish like very few players in NBA history, and he shows it right there.
Embiid the screen. Here's Lowry. Here he goes. And here's Gordon from outside. Mavericks trail by 3. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And it's Irving missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Lowry passes to Embiid. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now Irving. He's got 8. For the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got it all tied up now for the man.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Make some noise, fans. The last man gets the free T-shirt.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dwight Powell. Davis comes in for Washington. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Najee Marshall. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And Drummond kicks to Maxey. Pass to Oubre. Left side, George. The Mavericks pull it in.
2 minutes.
Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dinwiddie with it, and it's Martin picking him up. Now, here's Gafford. Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago to 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Wembys. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens because they're not just putting the tall guy underneath the basket. They're giving him the ball and teaching him how to run pick and roll now.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Dante Exum, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Gafford cans them both. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
DA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. That free throw missing.
There is no question Davis is a top 10 talent in this league when healthy. But unfortunately, he's dealt with several injuries throughout the years.
And the second free throw, good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Maxey against Dinwiddie. Outside Martin. Back to Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the run. And it's good on the way in. Maxey's got 7.
Maxey just completely disregarding the defense because he can.
Pass to Gafford. Thompson inside the line. Dallas, no good that time either.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. George with the ball. He's defended by Exum. The shot by George, no good. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Thompson misses. The 76ers trail.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Lets it fly. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Mavericks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So we got to keep shooting them. Hopefully start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Looking at Dallas, they haven't played up to their standards. Last year, they were an elite team. They need to find that mojo.
Switching back now to the Philadelphia 76ers, they've been fighting it out through the first half of play.
I love what they're doing, being patient on offense, getting high percentage looks, keep feeding the beast.
Yeah, some of it's approach, but a lot of it is they have great interior scorers.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Axie out there with George, and it's Oubre in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Gafford. Now Thompson, covered by Oubre. Thompson misses.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
The Mavericks trailing. To the paint, trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Anthony Davis, too much size.
And Davis has added strength over his career. Really helps him inside.
And for Klay Thompson, Richard, he's entering a different part now of his career.
And it happens to all of us. Father Time is undefeated. But Klay's game, his ability to hit threes as an elite level, that is not going anywhere, Kevin.
Dinwiddie finds Gafford. Here's Irving. Clock at 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Fantastic in earning these whistles in close. Look, Kyrie has no fear when attacking any defense.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Man, just the total offensive package. Kyrie is a once-in-a-generation guard.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to talk to his guys.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Irving. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Oubre outside. Off target from three-point range. Mavericks shooting around 41% on the night. Thompson passes to Davis. No good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Maxey kicks to Oubre. Fires from deep. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by Oubre. Maxey's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the 76ers. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Washington's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 7, right wing. Dallas moving the ball around. Davis setting the pick for Dinwiddie. Back to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Look, I can't think of a better partner to have a pick and roll with than Davis. Sets hard screens and has soft hands to match.
George, that's a two-pointer, and he connects with the jumper. George has got 8. Mavericks trail by 3. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Irving finds Thompson. In the corner, Irving with it. Loads it up for Davis. It's stolen by Martin. Maxey passes to George. Nice move. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the 76ers. And Dallas also making a switch. Grimes is checked in. You throw good, Paul George.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Back to Washington. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. That shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 6. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Covered by Irving. Embiid the screen. Here's George. 5 to shoot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And what I love about Paul George is the production year after year after year.
For Philadelphia, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
First one falls for him. Good on both. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
76ers, you
And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in blocks. Anthony Davis third.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Shot to stop the run. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Gordon deciding where to go with it.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's George. He's tightly guarded. To the middle. Here's Martin. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Grimes with the bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Maxey passes to Martin. Embiid with the screen on Washington. Martin with the bounce pass. 4 on the shot clock. And here's George for 3. That's his 6th field goal today. And that makes him now 6 for 11.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Embiid against Davis. From deep Washington. Cans it from downtown. Washington's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Martin against Washington. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. Over Maxey. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Davis.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Embiid against Davis. Back to Maxey. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. Maxey's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Powell is out there with Washington. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Grimes in at the 2.
Look, he is a 50, 40, 90 guy, right around 40% from the three-point line. Kyrie deserves more respect for his deep game.
Here's Embiid. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
And so he makes both from the line.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Pass to Grimes. And the 3 off target. The 76ers leading by 6. Edwards kicks to Yabusele. From downtown. Rebound by Marshall. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Outside Irving. Misses the jumper. Philadelphia has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And it's Gordon penetrating to the left side wing. Outside Edwards. Lowry from deep three-point land. They get it back. Embiid sets the pick for Gordon. Pass to Embiid. Three-pointer. The 76ers with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Irving passes to Pop. And here is Washington. Dallas moving it around. Shot by Grimes. No good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Mavericks trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Gordon kicks to Lowry. Now here's Embiid. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
Sixers ball.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Here they come. Nice round of applause for your 76ers ENT.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Caleb Martin's checked in for Yabusele. Kelly Oubre comes in for Edwards. George is checked in for Gordon. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. Told them pedal to the metal. Adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. You start celebrating in your head, and there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And the rejection by Embiid.
Every year he's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes Embiid outstanding. And his awareness of when to go for the block.
George passes to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. No holding back. Embiid takes it in.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And it's sent back by George.
Well, how about the D there from George, one of the premier two-way players in our league.
Maxey into the lane, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Maxey's got the lead up to 13 now for Philadelphia.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
1:36 left to play here in the 4th. It's stolen by Davis. Anthony Davis attacking. It's good.
For a powerful guy now, Davis is also graceful. Look, he can just smoothly work his way inside to the shot.
The 76ers leading by 9. Outside, George. Pass to Embiid. A 3 ball. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Philadelphia.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Tyrese Maxey.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Davis setting the pick for Dinwiddie. Pass to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Right block shot, and he gets it to go. There's 14 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, in the past, you've had some critics, and you haven't run away from that. So what are you looking to prove out there?
Just being dominant, so I want every time people hear my name, I want them to know that I'm a dominant player.
That was certainly the case tonight, man. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. And now we present the player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.